What's up guys, this is Tcg Sam here, and in today's video I got a virtual world test hand video for you guys. This is not meant to be a combo tutorial. You can find many of those out there. There are some linear combos in this deck, but like just sometimes the deck just gives you these strange hands, and like you just gotta try. And I think the best way to learn how to play them is just through like drawing random hands and just trying to play out of it. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do in this video. Like all the other test hand videos, two going first, one hypothetical going second one. So yeah, without any further ado, let's get straight into it. So I'm gonna shuffle up, and while I'm doing that, I just want to ask you guys to please remember, if you haven't already, leave a like, comment, and subscribe, because it really helps keep me motivated to keep posting more videos like this. But yeah, without any further ado, let's get straight into the very first test hand. Opening hand is Desires, Ash, Chuchi, Nyan, and Gigi. This hand is not terrible, but it can definitely get better. You can start this off a couple of ways. If you're really scared of Droll, it might just be best to normal Nyan and use Gigi first to dump the Qinglong and stuff, but I just feel like it's actually necessary. You should Desires first just to know what you are dealing with. And the thing is, when you Desires in this deck, you really do have to check your banish pile, because you kind of need the cards in your deck as a kind of pseudo cost to summon your guys. So we drew Lulu, Desires. Lulu's obviously good, Desires not so much. Let's see what we banished. We banished a Chuchi, Gigi, Lulu, double Roshi, and a Driver. So our Gammas are dead. We only have one Roshi, so we're gonna probably have to add that back at the end phase with Gigi instead of Lulu, which is not that big of a deal because we still have the rest of our deck, which is just totally okay. I'd normal summon Nyan first and then activate Gigi. The thing is, I just feel like, actually no, I think it's, yeah, you probably want to do Gigi first. So yeah, apologies, I'm not the greatest with this deck, guys, you guys can tell. But with Gigi, I'm obviously gonna send Qinglong, and then activate Qinglong. Hopefully they Ash here. If they Ash here, that's totally okay. We got Lulu. But we are going to add a Roshi, add a Lao, discard the Desires, and then from here, since we already have the trap, that's just super nice. We are kind of, yeah. The thing is, I don't think I was able to get like a spell or trap or something that's good, if that made any sense. But here we can activate. We'll just activate the Lulu. Send the, I think we have to get a trap in the graveyard. You can activate like we can get a Kowloon here. Kowloon is pretty nice. Remember, we're also missing a Chuchi, so this Chuchi is pretty much gonna have to shuffle that Chuchi all the time. But from here, you can go many different routes, depending on what we want to do. That's the thing. I'm still learning this deck as well, so let's actually try out a few different routes with this. You start off with Coral Dragon. So I can turn these two into Coral Dragon if you really wanted. And then Coral Dragon sync with these two into a Shen Shen. So like this way, this is your fifth summon, and you're able to get a Shen Shen into play before they're able to nib you. And then of course, when you use Coral Dragon to draw one, draw Kowloon, not great, but we can manage. I also wanted to put Shen Shen on the board, so we can activate Kowloon and get the Kowloon banished. The thing is, we actually have to activate Qinglong because we have the Chuchi in hand already. But the fact that Kowloon gets banished fuels us further later down the line. Next, I'm going to activate Lao, targeting the. I think it's probably correct to target the Shen Shen. We're just gonna dump a dead Kowloon to the graveyard, and then we're going to bring back one of the level 3s, and that's gonna trigger our Nyan to summon itself back. And then from here, we can turn the Lao and the G. Like, this is super greedy playing into Nib. I'm just gonna straight up say it. Like, it really, you are playing into Nib when you do this. But I think we are going to have to sync these two. So these two are going to get banished. Actually, no, we actually don't want the Roshi I apologize, guys. We don't want the Roshi to get banished. So So what I'm going to do is activate Tcg to lower Shen. This is really bad. Like I said, I am not playing optimally at all. We're playing straight into Nib, but you know what? It's okay. We'll sync these two up into a Croc, and we go Croc 1, Nyan 2. Shuffle back the. Actually, it's best to shuffle back the face down Tcg or the face down Roshi. So we'll actually shuffle the face down Roshi. And then go ahead and draw ourselves a random card. Draw Lily, so we got another extender for next turn. But we're saving that for next turn. Sync these two off into Cloud. Cloud effect. It's going to bring back Shen. Then you can overlay the Shen and Croc into a Calamities in the extra monster zone to play around some cards. Plus free up your main monster zone for like more plays later on. And then you're also able to set the Tcg, end phase effect of GG, add back. Oh, I apologize, the 9 is banished. We're going to add back a Lao for a follow-up. And we still have Qinglong, Tcg, and Kowloon. And 2 pops. We have 2 pops worth on our Tcg. So if we really wanted to, we could like pop our own Qinglong later down the road if we wanted to. But that's going to do it for test set number 1. I know it's a little weird because I'm also not familiar with the deck, but hope you guys are able to bear with me and like try to follow along if you're new to the deck. But yeah, that's going to do it for test set number 1. It's pretty long, but test hand number 2, let's get straight into it. So shuffling up, we're going to be assuming we're going first again. The first board, we were able to make a Shen, a Trap, and a VFD, but it played straight into Nib. So the optimal way to play that was to save the Roshi and try to make a VFD before you commit to the Roshi. But this hand, we got GG, Nib, Chuchi, Ash, and Lulu. So this is alright, I guess. We have double hand trap if we were going second. It's a little unfortunate because obviously if they hand trap us, we are kind of like in a pretty bad spot. So we're in normal GG, activate Lulu, dump the spell, add the trap, and then activate the spell effect. So here you could add I would say Lao, depending on the board you're trying to make. I'd say Lao because here, if you have Lao, you're able to. We're probably only going to. I'm gonna try to find a way to make VFD, just like freestyling it. So I'm gonna add Lao, discard Chuchi, sync these two. We actually have to make the level 6 virtual world because we need something to target with the Lao. We're gonna target with Lao. Send the spell, and then bring back. It's probably best to bring back the Lulu. Yeah, I think we bring back the Lulu here. And then from here we can make our Shen. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If they nib us there, it's just unfortunate. But we can chain our Chuchi up the level, and at least our Chuchi is live, and we still have a Qinglong engraved. But here we can make a Shen, and then we can banish the Chuchi up the level of Roshi, and there's our Calamities plus Chuchi. Unfortunately, though, we don't get an end phase add with GG because GG was normal summoned. So we're gonna just have to rely on the Qinglong graveyard as a follow up for next turn. We have Ash and Nib for this hand to disrupt our opponent as well, so that's pretty good. So that's gonna do it for the second test hand. And now moving on to the third test hand, we're gonna assume we're going second. Normally with these, I just hypothetically assume our opponent's playing something and like we're able to sort of stop them with the hand traps we draw, or we just sort of play into like 1 or 2 interruptions. But like, yeah, that's the thing. I really don't know what we're going up against, so this is mostly hypothetical, but I can show you some of the plays that this deck has going second. So shuffling up, let's see what we get. So going second, we have Kowloon, Driver, Wielder, GG, and a Nib. Okay, so we'll assume we nib them. And then we'll draw for turn. Draw Gamma. Okay, this is pretty mediocre. but we're still able to do something because the Gamma and Driver are just pretty much dead. But we have Kowloon, activate Chuchi, then activate Gigi, Special, Gigi send Qinglong effect, banish, add Lulu. You mostly want to add Lulu. You pretty much always want to add Lulu most of the time. Lulu just gets you to another monster by targeting the trap, which is just super incredible. So yeah, we're gonna target the trap, send another copy of the spell, and then I think it's correct to add Lao Lao. Add another copy of the spell. And then from here, we can actually, if we want to play around Nib ourselves, we can like, we can actually, I'm just not gonna try to play around Nib. I'm gonna special summon the Wielder because we have Gigi, and then you can turn like the Gigi and the Wielder into, let's say Stardust Charge Warrior. And go 1 Charge Warrior, 2 Wielder, pop a monster, draw a card. We draw Gigi. It's very, very mediocre, but at least we can normal summon it. From here, I think we can probably make a Shen. We can make a Shen with these two, but like, yeah, we can make a Shen with these two. So no, actually, no. Sorry, I am. Yeah, I'm not gonna make a. I'm going to make a Shen first. In the extra monster zone to give us more space in the main monster zone. So now we use Roshi targeting Chuchi. I'm gonna send a Nyan and then bring back a Gigi. That's gonna trigger Nyan since level 3 was summoned. We actually don't have a copy of the trap in the graveyard, which is a little unfortunate, but I think it is still okay. Here, if they nib, they nib. Like I'm just not playing around nib at this point, like I said. Here we can go into something like, interestingly enough, we can go, assuming if we need to clear their board, we can sync the Gigi and the Nyan into a copy of Juju. And then Juju's effect says, if you banish 2 monsters from your grave with the same original type and attribute, so but different names. So we could banish. Oh, we actually can't banish anything. my bad. We can still make the Juju though, but I didn't realize this was just kind of a misplay on my part. So I think we're actually just going to. Yeah, the problem is we didn't get a trap in the graveyard, so that's just completely my bad. I just totally goofed, and misplay's a misplay. So if we commit to that misplay, it doesn't really change much. The whole point I was doing this was to just kind of clear their board enough to make a rank 6 like Fan or something. Because like Fan now you can detach 2, and like just banish some cards from your opponent's field, which is actually still pretty nice. And then if they have a clear board, we have 56 plus this 76, 8400. So like technically game if we clear their board. Plus we have a Chuchi pop if we still needed to clear their board. So, and we still had a normal summon GG if we absolutely had to do 1,000 more damage. So yeah, I apologize. That wasn't a clean OTK at all, but like I said, I'm still learning the deck, so please forgive me, guys. But hopefully you guys were able to see some of the toolboxy elements of this deck. So like, this just goes to show, like, it isn't only a VFD deck. Like, I know I was making it when I was going first a lot, but you guys could see, we could still end on Shen and the trap, and that's actually still pretty good. Because like, Shen just absolutely destroys some decks right now. And the fact that it comes back every single turn, just gives you a really strong follow-up for the next one, which is just actually so incredible. So, but with that being said, that's gonna do it for this video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know in the comments below what you guys thought. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, of course. And that's gonna be it for me, guys. I just want to thank you guys so much for watching once again, and I will see you soon.